Keith is with us in Concord, New Hampshire. Hey, Keith, how are you?
I'm great, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up in your world?
Oh, well, me and my wife are both in baby step 2, and we figured it out today that it'll take us 2 years to get out of debt if we ditch both of our cars and get a couple of junkers, and it'll take us 3 years if we don't. And I wanted to run the numbers by you and see if you thought it was worth it.
Okay, when you say you're both in baby step 2, you mean you're both working a debt snowball together. You're not working 2 debt snowballs.
Absolutely, yes. We're both in it together. We're in it together, yes.
Yeah, making sure I understood what you were saying. Okay. How much do you owe on the cars?
One of them we owe $11,000, and the other we owe $14,000.
Okay, and what are they worth? The 11, what's it worth?
$9,500.
Okay, and what's the 14 worth?
10.
Okay, so about 10 each. All right. And what's your household income?
55 before taxes. We take home about 45.
Okay. Do you owe any? Do you own anything else with a motor in it?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, our rule of thumb is twofold. One is, can I be debt-free within 2 years, not counting my house? You're saying no. So that kind of makes me want to sell something. And my other rule of thumb is don't own, even if you're debt-free and even if you're paying cash, you should not have more than half your annual income invested in things that go down in value called cars, boats, Sea-Doos and their sisters. Okay? So you add up everything like that. You're not violating that one because you're at 20, which is less than half of 55.
Right.
So you're not violating that one. The other one, what other kinds of debt have you got?
We have a $9,000 personal loan and $14,000 in credit cards.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. And so 25 in 1 year, and I think I would cut my budget deeper and keep my favorite car of the two.
Okay.
I'd go halfway. Which of these two cars is your all's favorite between the two of you?
Well, I'd say hers would have to be the favorite.
Okay. Yeah, Mama's car is the last one to be sold. That's federal rule.
Right.
Federal law.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's the 14?
It is.
Okay. Then if we sold yours for 10, we go, right now you have $45,000 in debt total with a $55,000 income. If you paid $22,500 off a year for 2 years, you'd be debt-free in 2 years. You could make it, but it would be very, very strenuous to barely make it. If we sold your car, instead of having $45,000, we have $35,000 in debt. That's $17,500 a year for 2 years in debt reduction. Making $55,000, you better be able to do that one.
Right, absolutely.
You'd be debt-free in 2 years, and keep her car, and then move up in car after you get you move up in car after you get your emergency fund done.
Yep.
I think
great. Thank you.
I think that one. You see how I did that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't want the cars to be a boat anchor that holds you down. Yours are kind of on the border. The good news is we could split it here. It wasn't like one $20,000 car. If we had to make one big decision, that car would just be gone. But in this case, we could split it between the two, and you lose your car. but the math starts to be reasonable then. Can you pay off $17,500 in debt a year for 2 years, making $55,000? I think you can.
I think we can, yeah.
Yeah, and that makes you debt-free in 2 years, and then you start saving your emergency fund, then you save up to move up in your car. So, good question. Thank you for joining us, man. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.